Hi, I'm Representative Tim Ormsby. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of my legislative update. Today is a big day. With just a little over 2 weeks to go until we adjourn for the year. This is the day in Olympia when the House and the Senate are both releasing their budget proposals. It's safe to say that the rest of this session will be devoted to dealing with those budgets, going over them line by line, tearing them apart, and putting them back together, and coming up with something that is balanced, fair, and effective. To me, that means we cut out every dime of spending that isn't necessary, and we restore many of the vital public services that an all-cuts budget would have eliminated. I'm going to push for a budget that reflects our priorities, the values of the 3rd District and Spokane. Those values involve families, communities, schools, and the most vulnerable of our friends, neighbors, and relatives. I'm taping this in the morning, and I'll spend the rest of the day going through the budget to see how close it comes to honoring our priorities. I hope the next time I report to you, I'll have good news. Speaking of good news, I'm happy to note that Spokane has received a $35 million Tiger grant from the federal government and the Obama administration. This is a good chunk of stimulus money that we'll use to continue working on the North-South corridor. It's been years in the making, and it's starting to look like it might actually be finished during my lifetime. I want to have special thanks for Senator Patty Murray for working so hard to secure that money for us. All right, it looks like we're about out of time today. Thanks for tuning in, and I encourage you to keep in touch as the session winds down. The most important days of the legislative session lie ahead of us. I'm Tim Ormsby. I work for you, and I hope to hear from you soon.